to Off the Ranch. As you know by the title of this video, we have bad news about Dozy Man. Dozer is an 11-year-old boxer, 11 and a half, right?
He'll be 12 in October.
Yeah. And we found out a couple weeks ago that Dozer has cancer. We decided not to talk about it yet. We just weren't ready to talk about it yet. I noticed at first he started losing a lot of weight really fast, and he also kind of was hacking up. He just kind of gag on things, and old dogs can do that. But when he started losing all that weight really fast, I was like, something's wrong with him. So took him to the vet clinic, did some work on him, and took an X-ray of his chest that I'll show you right here. And his head is going to the left in this picture. His tail is going to the right. And you can see a bunch of little circles kind of all in his lungs and around his heart. That's little tumors growing all through his lungs. And so it's a common spot. It's a common spot for, is he licking your legs? For tumors to go, because there's little bitty capillaries all in your lungs. And so if there's a tumor anywhere in the body and it's spreading, a lot of times it spreads to the lungs and the liver. So it's a common place for tumor cells to collect. And so anyway, we noticed he started losing a lot of weight, and his breathing was different. He was kind of hacking. And so we found that on X-ray, and that is not good. Dozer will die soon from it. It'll continue to get worse, and that was 2 weeks ago. So all those little circles in his lungs are bigger now than they were when that picture was taken. So we don't know how long he has. I just know it's not long. I don't know if it's 2 weeks or 2 months, but I would guess it's somewhere around that. You know, I'm a veterinarian, and so I know that if boxers live over 8 years old, like that's all bonus time, because boxers, they often get cancer, and sometimes it's at 6 years old. So if, you know, we've had them longer than a lot of people have boxers. Mare's family actually had a boxer that lived to 14, right? We told the kids about him about a week ago, probably. We sat all the kids down right here in this room and told them, and everyone started crying, and it was sad. And then Mare and I started tearing up, and because these kids, that's all they've ever known. Dozer's been here their whole life. Our oldest daughter is 8, and so I remember when she was a baby and she was learning to talk, and she would poke him in the eyeballs, and she would go, "Eye," and just put her finger right in his eye. And he's such a good dog. He would just
took it.
He just kind of, he would squint his eyes, and if she kept doing it, he'd just get up and go somewhere else, and then she'd follow him and poke him in the eyes again. "Eye." He was just a good dog. We've had old Doze for a long time. Mare and I got him when he was 8 weeks old. We were not married yet. We were those college kids that were like, yeah, let's go get a puppy. But we knew we were engaged. I know, but it was kind of irresponsible because we didn't really have a place for him. We weren't living together, and so we shared him between our 2 houses, and
he went everywhere with us.
But he did go everywhere with us. He's been a good dog for his whole life, and now we're here. And we kind of known this for a couple of years, because he's been an old dog for a couple of years, and he's getting all gray in the face, and he makes weird noises. I guess that's not new. He's always made weird noises. So anyway, basically what happens with cancer in the lungs is they kind of just, they waste away, which is what he's been doing. I'll show you his hips and his backbone in a minute. It's just, he's lost muscle and lost fat. He's just a skinny dog now, and they just waste away. And so the plan is to not let him suffer. He's not suffering now. He still will go and jog around and have fun, and he coughs a little more than normal, but he's still happy. There's no pain with what he has right now. No pain, no discomfort. His lungs are going to slowly start turning into more and more cancer. We just won't let him suffer, but we're going to enjoy him as long as we can. You going to miss old Dozy? Yeah. he a pretty good dog or a bad dog?
Good dog.
Lincoln and Dozer sleep in the same room. There's 2 bedrooms. The girls stay together in one, and Lincoln and Dozer, the boys, stay together in the other. You guys share a room? Yeah.
It's the girls' room and the boys' room and the girls and boys' room.
The boys' room smells worse than the girls' room, too.
No.
That's true.
No.
Because you're stinky.
You stink and Dozer stinks.
No.
You still look like a puppy to me, Dozy. Just a gray puppy. He does have a cute face.
Man, puppy.
I remember Mare wanted to get a boxer, and I told her no at first. And she was like, they're such good dogs. And I didn't really have much experience with them because I was not a vet back then. And she had one, I never did. But I always thought they were ugly. I still kind of think that.
They're so cute.
They're just so ugly that they're cute. Just kidding, Dozer. You're not ugly. You're the cutest dog ever. He also is kind of deaf because he's old.
Only puppies.
Come on.
Puppies are the cutest dogs.
Yeah. But you can see, and this hair loss is normal. That's actually, he's had that for 6 years. It comes and goes. It's called seasonal boxer alopecia. And it just kind of falls out every once in a while, and then it all grows back. So that's not anything with the cancer. But you can see this big backbone sticking up. You can see his bony hips. He was always a really muscular, athletic dog. And of course, getting older has kind of taken some of that away. But the last couple weeks, he's really got skinny back here, and that's going to continue as the cancer progresses. Hey, buddy boy. Hi, buddy boy. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. I am a veterinarian. I've seen lots of dogs go through what Dozer is about to go through. I've seen it through to the end with these dogs. And I've also talked to lots of other of my colleagues, other veterinarians. I have a good network, of course, on people to talk to about this. And we have a plan, and the plan is not to fix Dozer. He is not fixable with what he has. The plan is just to keep him comfortable for as long as possible. And so that's what we're gonna do. I feel like a jerk saying this because I know the people who are gonna be suggesting treatments are doing it out of the goodness of their heart because they wanna help. But it won't help me. It'll only make it harder for me. And so I feel like a jerk saying, don't give me advice, but hopefully you can understand that I have a plan that I like, and that's the plan I'm gonna stick with. So thank you for your thoughts and for those who want to help, but just, it would be easier for me if you don't give us advice on how to help old Dozy. Our plan is just keep him comfortable, which luckily right now he is totally comfortable. We're gonna keep Dozer as long as we can, as long as he is happy, and he is happy. He has no idea that there's anything wrong with him. Come here, dude. Wanna go outside? Come on, old man. Let's go outside. Him and this cat love each other. What do you think, Doze? But you can see he's still kind of a puppy. Look at this boy. But right now, when you see him drink this water, he'll cough. He always coughs when he drinks water and kind of hacks because it's harder for him, I think, to breathe when he has all that stuff in his lungs. And the cat's like, hey, what you guys doing? Can I hang out? This is Callie. That. He does that a lot. Hi. You need some attention too? Hey, Doze. You got any coughs for us? Don't cough on me. Come here. Watch. He can still jog. But then he coughs a little more. Use your good boy. So he's not painful. He's not really uncomfortable. He's got that cough and he's starting to lose weight. So otherwise, this dog has no idea he's sick, which is the way I would want it. If I could pick any way, I would want him to never know he's sick. He's a good boy. We are going to go do something fun in this episode, so it's not just all depressing. Well, it's kind of depressing. My guitar's already broken, so we're gonna go get a new one. You guys wanna go? You didn't know that?
No.
Why'd you think I was going to Guitar Center?
I
It's got a big crack in it.
What?
I don't know. I haven't dropped it. It's just got a giant crack in it. So they have return policy, so I'm gonna go. I don't know if I never saw the crack or if it just happened like with temperature change or something. I don't know, but there's a big crack in the front of it. So basically my rock star dreams are over now, unless I can go get it replaced. I don't know if they'll have the exact same guitar, we have to pick out a new one, but you guys can come with. I think Lincoln's gonna go with me too. Go ahead and rest up, buddy. That's pretty much all he's been doing for like 5 years. He just sleeps all day.
All day, every day.
He's got a rough life.
Wow,
Yeah, we haven't dropped it.
that's crazy.
So Dad said he thought age and temperature change can do this. It's obviously brand new, so it's not age. So I'm like, I don't know if this thing was there and we just never noticed it. I feel like I would have noticed that though, because it's a pretty obvious crack. I mean, it's raised and everything. I don't know, we've had this guitar for like 5 days and it's already messed up. Ooh, nice.
You get to take Annie to guitar lessons tonight.
Tonight, guitar lessons? Can do. Well, I need a good guitar then for that. So we're gonna go see if we can get this thing fixed. Not fixed, but replaced. Lincoln just told me that that one looked like a rock star guitar. He said I can't buy that one because I am not a rock star. But I want to be a rock star. You think I can be a rock star someday? I don't think so either. I just want to play campfire songs. They said they're going to look for another replacement so I can replace this cracked one. So Sunbase guitars have 5 strings? I didn't know that. What is this? What do you call this thing? Violin bass guitar. What the? That's crazy. They found my replacement guitar and they exchanged it. All good. Thank you, Guitar Center. We came in here looking at these expensive ones, $2,000 guitars. Mine was a $200 guitar. I decided since I have no idea how to play guitar and I may not stick with it, I should just buy an entry-level one. But like, I also think these are so cool and would love to even know someday what the difference is in sound or whatever that makes a guitar $200 versus $2,000. But I'm not buying a $2,000 guitar until I'm good. If I'm ever good at guitar, maybe, but these are cool. Which one do you like the most, Link? I like the dark ones. Do you like that dark one?
I like the black one.
Black one? You do like black guitars, don't you? Hey, if you want to play guitar someday, we can get you a black one, okay? Dealio? Let's go. That's a banjo.
That's a band.
Listen. Got the new guitar. I actually never would have guessed that Yamaha is a good entry-level brand for guitars. My brother is the one who told me Yamaha was good. I was like, Fender. He's like, Fender's not the greatest for that price level. He's like, Yamahas are pretty good. And I was like, really? So we went with what Mark said, and we got the old Yamaha. It cracked day one. Just kidding. I think it might have already been cracked, like in shipping or something. But now we have a brand new, uncracked, I checked, Yamaha guitar. What do you think about it, Doze? You like it? You guys have loved Dozer over the years, as have we. And so I'm going to do what I tell all of my clients to do when we come to an end-of-life situation with their dogs. I tell them all, spoil him. I say, go home, cook him a big dinner, make sure you love on him every chance you get. Give your dog the best time ever. So that's what we plan to do with Dozer for as long as we have him. We plan to spoil Dozer and let him have the easiest, most fun, coolest life that he can have for the next few weeks. It's gonna be sad without old Dozy man around here. But he's been a good dog. He's had a good long life, a lot longer than a lot of boxers. And I feel good. I feel like we did Dozer right. When I first got him, I said I never want to live in an apartment where Dozer can't run. He's a big dog, and he was always an athletic dog, and I wanted to have at least a yard where he could run. And so we always had a small yard, but I always felt a little bit guilty because I was like, man, this dog, he doesn't need to be trapped in a fence. And like, I would take him places, of course. We'd take him out to the ranch, but like on a day-to-day, he couldn't go running in a big area. And so we finally moved to this house when Dozer was, poor buddy, when he was about 9. We moved to this house where he can go run in pastures, and he has as much land as he would ever need. And I finally felt like I did it. I got Dozer the land he's always dreamed of. Thank you. I know the comments are going to be super supportive. Thank you in advance for your supportive comments. And if you have any suggestions on how we should spoil this dog, I'd be happy to hear him. Thanks for watching Off the Ranch. A much more uplifting video is coming next. I can promise you that, because I know what it is, and it's going to be really cool. And I will keep you updated on Dozer. I will let you know when the end is more near. But I hope you also understand why we just now, let you know. We kind of held it for a couple weeks. We just weren't ready to talk about it. I didn't want to come on here and cry about Dozer, which I might do sometime in the future as it gets closer. But I love this boy. So thanks for watching Off the Ranch. Me and Dozer love you. We'll see you next time.
Whoa!
Oh.
Hey, what camera is that? Number...
Shut up! Don't tell Mare.